Hello, I'm Irina Tiyankova, licensed psychologist and registered yoga teacher in Knoxville, Tennessee. I would like to tell you about the workshop that I am offering on the 2nd of June, which is entitled Yoga for the Healing of the Nervous System After Emotional Trauma or Prolonged Stress. So I will give you details about this workshop, and then I will show you a particular technique, which is an example of things that we will be learning in this workshop, just to illustrate and give you a sense of what you might experience throughout the workshop. So in this 3-hour-long workshop, we will review the impact of chronic stress and trauma on our nervous system. We will talk about the ways that those particular life events affect how our nervous system functions on a regular basis and the kinds of symptoms that are being created through the dysfunction of our nervous system. So we will look at it in general, and we will also do some exercises to help you understand how stress affects your nervous system in particular. And then we will learn a number of different tools from yoga that could help you rehabilitate your nervous system and also affect its functioning in both short term and long term. I wanted to give you an example of a tool that we will be covering in this yoga workshop, so that you can see that those tools are not really difficult to learn and not really difficult to practice. So this particular tool is called Dynamic Chair Twist with Visualization. In order to experience it, I invite you to find a position in your chair where you sit with your back open and straight, sitting away from the back of the chair with both of your feet on the floor. I'm going to adjust this camera so that you can maybe see me a little bit more here. All right, so once you are seated in the chair with both of your feet firmly planted on the floor, I invite you to imagine that your torso is like a giant sponge that is full of dishwater. And as we are going to be shifting, twisting our body to the left and to the right, I would ask you to imagine that you are wringing that sponge out and releasing all this dishwater from your body through the opening in the basis of your spine. So with this visualization, you can release all kinds of emotional, physical, and spiritual toxins. Things like anxiety, worry, depression, tiredness, negative thoughts about yourself, your life, people around you, and so forth. So anything that you are ready to release can go into that exercise. Now, so this is visualization piece. Physically, we will be doing the following thing. So just watch me first, and then we will do it together. As I inhale, I bring my arms up and stretch up towards the ceiling. Shoulders stay down, just stretching my spine here. As I exhale, I turn my torso towards my right leg. Very gentle shift and twist here. I bring my left hand on my right knee, and my right arm goes behind the back of the chair. So this is my exhalation. Inhaling, coming back to the center, exhaling, twisting to the other side. So you will be moving with your own breathing pace. I will be moving with my own breathing pace. Please let your breath serve as a vehicle for movement. So actually your movement is following your breath here. All right, so let's put all of those pieces together and do this exercise. From the seated position in your chair, we call this mountain, seated mountain. As you inhale, bring your arms up, Stretch up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, twist to one side. Imagine that you are wringing that sponge out and releasing the toxins. Inhaling, coming back to the center. Exhaling, twisting in the opposite direction. Continue moving with your own breathing pace. As you exhale and twist, visualize wringing that sponge out and releasing emotions that you don't need anymore, physical sensations that are not serving you anymore, with the water through the opening in the basis of your spine. So keep breathing, moving, and visualizing. Next time you come into the twist, stay here and breathe. Continue working with the imagery of the sponge, releasing anxieties, stresses, pains, discomforts as you are wringing that sponge out, letting all of it go and exit your body through the opening in the basis of your spine. Continue breathing. Taking a couple more breaths in the twist. And then on your next inhalation, coming back to the center, stretching up, exhaling, twisting in the opposite direction. And again, keep holding the twist, breathing, and working with the imagery of the sponge. Feel free to exhale dramatically. As you're continuing the process of release. Taking a couple more breaths in the twist. On your next inhalation, finding your way back to the center. One more stretch up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring your hands to your lap. Now we are going to spend a few moments in the seated mountain. Visualize that you are being showered by light, and this light is coming down on your body, filling up all of those different places that were emptied by the process of release. So breathe and enjoy the shower of light for the next few moments. And now coming back to the situation around you, notice how this particular practice affected your mind and your body. What is different in your body right now as compared to the place that you started this exercise in? What emotions might have come up for you during this exercise? What you were able to release? If you were not able to release much, no need to worry. It's just your first time experiencing it. The more you practice this particular exercise, the more you will be able to release. Okay, so this is just an example of the kinds of tools that we will be learning in the workshop. You can see that it doesn't really require a person to be, physically in great shape or to have any experience with yoga. Whether you do or don't have previous experience with yoga, I feel like you can benefit from this workshop if chronic stress is something that is of concern to you. if this is something that you have noticed negative effects from. So come yourself, bring your friends, your family members. If you're a mental health professional, please refer your clients or come yourself. The workshop will happen on the 2nd of June, which is next Saturday at 1 p.m. It will be done at 4 p.m. You will leave this workshop with a handout that explains the impact of chronic stress on nervous system and gives you specific tools and exercises that you can continue using on the regular basis at home. You will also get a link to the full yoga class that is focused on expanding the window of tolerance and rehabilitating our nervous system. Thank you for watching. I'm so excited to offer this workshop. So the enrollment is limited to 15 participants so that everyone can get as much out of the workshop as possible. All right, in order to register, go to my website, D as in David, R as in Randy, dash, I as in Iris, R as in Randy, I as in Nancy, N as in Anna.com. Thank you for watching. Namaste. Yes.